Hey guys, it's Ben from TRX Space Station. How's everyone doing? Trying to continue the cool mug theme. This isn't a video game mug, but this time we've got an Iron Maiden mug, specifically the Wicker Man, one of my favourite Maiden games, favourite Maiden songs. And the reason why I mumbled that with games there is because I did that video game cover on it on the Guitar Academy. It's really an incredible song. I have got some more video game mugs, but they're in a dishwasher, so maybe they'll slowly come out over time. Now, the topic for today is gonna be how to cure gaming indecision. And if you're anything like me, if you've got a reasonably big collection, you get to this point where you sort of sit twiddling your thumbs and you look at the games that you've got and you kind of think, I want to play something, but what the hell do I want to play? And then you kind of flick through them, take some off the shelf and think about them. And you get this weird indecision and paralysis and you end up not playing anything. And I think it's something that didn't used to happen to me when I was a kid so much because, well, I would only get a game every few months, so I'm just going to play that, and I'd play it a lot more. It's when you're an adult, or maybe when you've got a bigger collection with a lot more maybe disposable income, so you can buy games and have a backlog, it can become really difficult, and you get this sort of gamer paralysis or gamer indecision. And when I was feeling a bit funky about my YouTube channel and stuff, I was having that similar feeling about my games, like, God, I don't know what to play, I can't get into anything. And you start to feel a bit restless, feeling almost guilty, like you want to play, you should be playing, what should you play? All these weird thoughts that might go on. And I've figured out a kind of way of playing that has really made me concentrate and made me enjoy myself a lot more. So in the last couple of months that I've had off from YouTube, I've been doing some serious gaming and really have spent a lot of time with my PS4 playing some really good games and playing them in a way that I haven't played them before. Nice cup of tea. So I've never been a completionist. It was something that I've just never done and never used to be into when I was younger. I would usually play a game a bit, get bored and move on. And certainly with the games that I get in the last few years, I usually will push through and complete them if I like them, but I'll just leave it there. Once I've seen the end credits roll, I'll stop. But as you guys will know, on the PS4, and it started on the PS3 I think, there is an online trophy system where you can get achievements for doing certain things in games, unlocking things, completing the game to 100%. And that never used to interest me that much. But Neve got me Rayman Origins recently. No, Rayman Legends on the PS4 for Christmas, so we could play it together on co-op. And I got really into it. It's a very addictive game, and you got to collect all these lums, and there's lots of hidden secrets in the levels, there's challenges to do, and I really got into it. And I started finding myself getting, sucked in and quite compulsive. And I got to a point where I wanted to get everything. So I've collected pretty much everything in the game. And then I'm like, well, why not go for the platinum? It's actually a really challenging platinum to go for because you have to play the online challenges every single day. And basically do that for about 3 months. But I'm enjoying it. And it gives you that kind of focus and something to aim towards. So if you guys have got Rayman Legends, please do add me on the PlayStation, message me on here and I'll let you know my PSN, because some of the challenges involve beating your friends. But while I was doing that, I started looking at platinums and I decided to go for some. So I went for Transistor, great game, great RPG, and that was the first platinum that I got, well, apart from one from The Walking Dead, but those you get a platinum just for beating the game. And then I went on and did the Ratchet & Clank remake, an absolutely fantastic action-adventure 3D game. You have to play it through a couple of times, but I really enjoyed it. And so for me, I figured that the way to get rid of that gamer paralysis is not to speed up, which is what you think you should do, which is, God, I've got to get through the games. I've got so many of them. I've got to rush through and finish it and get on to the next one. It's actually to do the opposite, is to slow down. So think really carefully about what you want to play. Do a bit of research on it, and then think, I'm going to play this and get the platinum. I'm going to focus and find every nook and cranny and do it. And I found it's been really good. It gives you a sense of reward. It's meant that I haven't had that paralysis feeling and that restlessness because I've just been zoned in. I know what I've got to do. I've got a list of trophies to work through. And the other thing is you start to get the most value out of your games. Leaving a game after the credits roll, often I've now realised there's so much more to them, particularly with new games that have, say, New Game Plus modes, and they have challenge modes, time trial modes, all these different kind of things. And, you know, you get your money's worth doing it that way. So I know there are some people who really go to the extremes with platinum trophy hunting, and they play games that they don't like, or play games that are kind of badly reviewed in order to get a trophy. I'm not going to do that. It has to be a game that I like. But I found it really rewarding and very fun to slowly work my way through getting platinums, and it's kind of addictive. You see your PlayStation Network score going up and you get to a new level. I'm level 10 now. I'm a sucker for RPG stuff, so anything with leveling up in it will do it for me. And now I'm working on Far Cry, and I'm seeing so much of Far Cry 4. I'm seeing so much of the game that I wouldn't have seen, going to areas to look for the masks of Yalung, doing challenges. It's basically a way of making you see what the game has to offer. Often the games have quite silly challenges. There's a ridiculous one in Ratchet & Clank where you have to make every enemy in the game dance using the disco ball Groovatron thing. Man, that took a lot of effort because there are some missables. That's one thing I would say that's a bit evil when games have got trophies in them, is that some of them have missable trophies, and if you happen to not be paying attention and you go past the point, it's like you've got to restart the whole game. That, I think, is a bit cruel. I think that no game should really have missables in it. But then again, I did kind of enjoy the Groovatron thing. But yeah, if you're like me and you've got that indecision, you've got that restlessness, you've got that kind of weird feeling, try and lock yourself in and go for platinums. But I find that principle can be used for retro games. Yeah, they don't have platinums, but a lot of the Mega Drive games need a lot of persistence. You can set yourself a target where it's like, well, I'm going to try and beat one of these Mega Drive games on the top shelf in the next month, and you play it over and over and just dip into it. But I've got into a disciplined pattern now. I play Rayman Legends for 20 minutes a day, if that, get the golds on the 2 challenges, and it just becomes a fun little thing to try. And yeah, I'm really enjoying my gaming in a way that I haven't done for a while. You know, I'm not putting pressure on myself as such. I'm not doing that perfectionist thing. I'm doing this as a way to make me lock in and appreciate the games a bit more. And yeah, I'm finding it a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll be able to get the Far Cry 4 Platinum. There are some multiplayer challenges which are a bit... The multiplayer ones can be tough because you've got to find someone to play co-op with. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the gamer indecision kind of thing and platinum trophies. Happy gaming, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.